Hey everybody, Matthew Victoria here, Match Your Mortgage Guy. Today we're going to go over FHA and conventional loans. FHA is done through the Federal Housing Authority and HUD. So FHA has a 3.5% minimum down payment. You can take a gift, but it's still 3.5% minimum down payment. It has lower credit score requirements. Believe it or not, HUD actually does not have a credit score requirement. That is imposed by lenders. Normally what they look for is a 580 and up. There's also easier to qualify for than conventional loans because they allow some other things that conventional doesn't necessarily allow. There's also no prepayment penalty as well for an FHA mortgage. So let's talk about our conventional advantages. Conventional is done through Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. There is no actual mortgage insurance requirement, but you are required to have private mortgage insurance to cover the difference between your 80% and then the rest. So with conventional, there's a minimum 3% down payment only for first-time home buyers. Anybody else, it's 5% for an owner-occupied property. If it's a two-family, 15% owner-occupied, and if it's a 3 or 4, then you're looking at a 30%. So they do change from a single to a multi. FHA does not change, it's straight 3.5 across the board. So there are some other options with conventional. You've got Home Ready, Home Possible, which have some other advantages on the mortgage insurance as well. You can hold numerous conventional loans. FHA only has one. Conventional, you can have up to 10 conventional loans at any one given time. And they did raise the loan amounts for both FHA and conventional. It's almost $750,000, so you're good there. So let's talk about our disadvantages to our FHA mortgage. There is 2 mortgage insurances on an FHA loan. One is an upfront mortgage insurance of 1.75%, and that gets rolled into the loan. That is just for using FHA. And then there's a monthly mortgage insurance of 0.80 or 0.85, depending on what you're putting down. There's fewer loan options because FHA is FHA, that's it. You have a 203K or you have an FHA. You can also not use it on certain types of properties like condos or townhouses if they're not FHA approved. VA is also similar since it's insured through the same people. Loan limits are applied, and you can only have one FHA mortgage unless you meet certain circumstances. If you're transferred, moving 100 miles away, and things like that. So let's talk about our conventional. So conventional is insured by Fannie and Freddie, and then you've heard that term PMI. What is it? It's the private mortgage insurance that insures the 20% difference between what you're putting down and the 80%. So higher down payment requirements on multifamilies, anywhere between 15 to 30%. You have higher credit score requirements. Fannie and Freddie require 620 minimum. That's it. There's no getting around it. 620 minimum FICO score. Now, your pricing on your interest rates for conventional mortgages is directly affected by your credit score. So just be careful of that. You're going in with a 620, be a little careful because you're going to have a higher rate. So it's also a little more difficult to qualify for than an FHA mortgage. Why? Because it's a better loan. Because there's less restrictions in certain ways than there are in FHA. So they're looking more at your credit score, at your job history, at your income, and things like that. So just be careful of what it is that you're doing. So there is mortgage insurance required above 80%. So 20% is not required to put down for a conventional mortgage, but it is suggested to get around your mortgage insurance. And those are your differences, disadvantages and advantages between FHA and conventional. I know it's a lot, but if you have any questions, I'm here for you, and I'll be more than happy to help walk you through this. Buy or refi, Match Your Guy, Matthew Victoria, Match Your Mortgage Guy, 908-296-8904. Thanks.